Alright, so we'll be talking here about power supply.
This video is brought to you by SCDKey, the best website that you may visit in terms of very affordable deals and best offer para sa application softwares, games, and yes, operating system. And there you are, you may check the Windows 10 Pro, and by using our promo code, ma-avail mo lang siya ng around $14.95 or 700 plus pesos. That's it mga kaibigan. Check the description below. May mga links po tayo dyan to go directly sa kanilang website.
Isa sa mga kadalasan tinatanong sa amin is all about power supplies. And I found na marami pa rin yung mga tanong na it's just about ratings, certification, or about modular, cables, yung mga basics lang. So may mga previous videos tayo pero medyo yung iba sabi nila masyadong malalim na, or yung iba naman parang hindi nasagot ng video yung mga basics lang na tanong nila about power supply, kung saan nila i-connect to, anong kable ang gagamitin. So yun yung gagawin natin ngayon. It's just overview and unboxing of power supply. Pero syempre, dahil nga matagal tayong hindi nakapag-upload, I will also include in here things about power supply that I discovered during that time na 2 years, kasi I've been to different factories. So I went to Deepcool, at the same time we went to Heli. You know Heli, the OEM manufacturer of tons of power supply that you found online na sobrang bang for the buck. If you've heard about First Player, if you've heard about Lianli, Fantex, NZXT, MSI, etc. Basta madami akong ikukwento sa inyo. So sa mga manunood dito, just about the basics about power supply. Then at the first part of the video, yun yung cover natin. And then if you will go further, it's just more on about kwentuhan na lang on our experience. So if you want that, then stay tuned. Don't miss out. Stay until the end of this video. Dahil dito, i-feature din natin ang isa sa mga sobrang mura pero napaka-high tier list na power supply. It is the Sama P1000 Platinum 1000 for just 6,000 pesos. 6,000 plus. Platinum na, 1,000 watts pa. And yes, tier A power supply sa ating mga tier list na nakikita sa Reddit. And syempre, to not miss some of the topics na rin, dito ipapakita ko kung paano rin yung gamit ng bawat cables, where to plug each cable, bakit napakamura ng power supply na to, baka naman peke, di ba? The thing about First Player, our tour, Deepcool, and then different processes on manufacturing, overview on how power supplies are made, or quick glimpse of what did we see when we went to those factories. And then, syempre, R&D testing. What are the things that you should know? Why some of the power supplies in the market are super cheap compared to the other mainstream brands na nakilala na natin, like Seasonic as the gold standard, Corsair, in the Philippine market. Alright, so let's do this, guys. And syempre, let's start with unboxing. Okay, so meron tayo dito P1000 Sama. So bibilisan na natin. Hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. I-unbox na natin kagad yung ating Sama P1000 power supply. So, sobrang mura na ito. 6,000 plus lang, di ba? Naka-platinum ka na. So, I met Sama first time. Last Computex na naman. Okay? Sa kanilang room. So, what they promised me is they will be releasing a power supply in the Philippine market na sobrang mura. So, yun po yung gagawin ng Sama nung na-ikwento nila sa akin yung kanilang product. And they will be more on power supply. So, meron din silang mga casing. And syempre, on other video, we also featured their super cheap, super affordable. Okay? Kasi minsan pag cheap, parang parang mapapamura ka sa mura. So, I'll use the term affordable na dual tower A620. This one. And then here, yung power supply talagang, ito yung kanilang main product. Opo. Ayan. So, packaging is hindi siya masyadong flashy yung kanyang packaging. It's just a brown box with the manual and syempre yung kanyang cable. So, nandyan po yung kanyang cable. And then, nandyan din ho yung kanyang mismong pa. Ang pinili ko ho is yung white para mas kita, di ba? Okay, so let's just drop it there. So pagdating sa power supply, what I do first is syempre, tinan yung mismong power supply. Okay, so it's just the same typical power supply. And what we have in here is the P1000 fully modular. Okay, so isisingit na natin what are the fully modular, what are the semi-modular, and the non-modular. So it's just about cables. In layman's term, kung naka-fully attached yung cables, that's a non-modular. Kung yung iba naka-attach, especially yung 24-pin, which we will be discovering it later, ibig sabihin semi-modular, pero yung iba namang cables hindi. And eto naman, lahat walang naka-attach, sobrang linis, di ba? Kung ano lang yung kailangan mong kable, yun lang yung ikakabit mo dito. This is a fully modular. And eto nga yung kanyang kable. So here, we have a white, pati yung kanya power cord, white. Grabe, galing. So, we have here the SATA cable. Okay, yan yung SATA cable niya. And then yung kanyang another SATA cable. And then PCIe cable. Okay, 6+2. And then another PCIe cable. Okay, so paghiwa-hiwalay natin. And then CPU. Okay, cable. And then EPS. And then another PCIe, so tatlo yung kanyang kable. And then yung kanyang 600 watts para sa mga modern GPUs, new GPUs, the RTX 5070 and above GPUs as 16 12 HP cable. So yan po yung kable na kasama. And kadalasan iisa lang ho yan. And then syempre yung kanyang 24-pin cable para sa ating motherboard. So papakita ko kung paano natin yung ikakabit mamaya. And then another SATA cable with Molex. Oh, na-retain pa rin. Yung iba wala ng Molex, ano? And then another CPU EPS cable. Okay. So there you go. So meron tayong iba't ibang kable. And eto nga, para sa ating storage, SATA storage, eto naman is para sa video card, those older than the recent RTX 50 video card. And then eto naman is para sa motherboard. Okay, mamaya papakita natin ho yan. And then for the modern video cards, higher models, the RTX 5070, 50 series, doon nyo madalas makikita yan. And then syempre the 24 cable, okay, 24-pin cable. And eto po is ikakabit natin dito sa ating power supply. Okay, so paano magkabit? Meron pong mga guide dyan kung saan mo ikakabit yung SATA, Molex, motherboard. So nakalagay din po dyan. Ito yung 24-pin cable, kadalasan hindi yan nawawala. May kakabit yan lagi, especially sa fully modular. And then kung naka-video card ka ng RTX 5070 and above, eto naman. Okay? And then, para naman sa mga video cards na mas luma, eto. So depende kung ano yung kailangan mo. Ano bang video card ang meron ka? Is it 5060 Ti and below? Or AMD video cards? Or older video cards? Then, gagamitin mo to. Pero kung yung mas modern, eto. So ngayon, yung magiging demo ko ngayon, gagamitin ko muna to. So eto, itatabi natin dyan. Pero kakabit ko din yan mamaya. And then, eto namang SATA cable. So, ang dami. 3. Ilan ba ang SATA na meron kang SSD? Baka isa lang. So, lalagay tayo ng isa. Pero pag wala, huwag mo na siyang ikabit. Okay? And then, of course, sa ating motherboard. What motherboard do you have? Is it a motherboard na high-end na kailangan ng 8-pin na dalawa? Or isang 8-pin lang ang kakailanganin? So, depende. Okay? So, sa ngayon, dalawang kakailanganin ko kasi yung motherboard na gamit ko ngayon is high-end. And then, pagdating naman sa PCIe, iisa lang yung kakailanganin ko din. So, out of 3, isa lang yung kailangan ko. So, eto lang. Pero ang gagawin natin, kakabit natin lahat. Tapos mamaya, huhugutin ko isa-isa. Okay, para mas madali. Alright, sa pagkakabit ng kable, madali lang. Before mo siya ilagay sa iyong casing or ikakabit, mas maganda kung i-connect mo na siya. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin, uunahin ko na ikakabit yung para sa CPU cable. So, meron naman siya ditong guide kung saan mo siya ilalagay. Most of the time, merong guide ho. So, ikakabit ko lahat. Tapos mamaya tatanggalin ko yung hindi ko kailangan. Para at least you will be able to see or you will have a perspective kung gaano ka-helpful ang bumili ng isang modular cable. Kasi pag sobrang daming cable, mahirap din sa cable management. Lalong-lalo na kung ang gamit mo na casing is micro ATX or mini ITX. Kaya pag nagmi-mini ITX kayo or micro ATX, much better if you will go for full modular. Okay? So, pagdating sa 24 pin, mapapansin nyo sa kabilang dulo niya, dalawa yung ikakabit. Minsan naman, iisa lang. Kung ano yung nasa dulo, 24 pin, yun din yung nasa motherboard. So, baka magulat kayo, nasaan kaya dito? So, makikita nyo sa mismong power supply, nakalagay dyan, motherboard. Okay? So, itong motherboard, okay, dito natin ikakabit. And then, yan. And then, sa SATA, sa ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, bibihira na lang eh. Kasi sa isang kable, minsan makakapag-connect ka na ng ilan? 3, 4 na SATA. So baka isa na lang yung kakabit ko, hindi ko nikakabit lahat para mas konti yung huhugutin ko mamaya. Magpa-fan ka ba ng naka-Molex pa? Sa panahon ngayon, parang hindi na rin tayo nagpa-fan ng Molex eh. So huwag na po na siyang ikabit. So the SATA and the Molex is iisa lang naman yung port. So pagdating sa video card, lagay natin pa rin yung PCIe. Okay, maglagay na lang ako ng dalawa para konti na lang yung babawasan ko mamaya. Pero hindi po lahat ng power supply ganito kadami yung kable. Minsan, dalawa lang yung kasamang PCIe or minsan naman, 3. Pero dahil platinum kasi ito, 3 yung kasama. Kasi nga parang considered siya na baka gagamitin siya sa mga higher models of video card like the RTX 4090. Doon siya gagamitin. Then, ayun. And then, syempre, kakabit natin yung 600 watts cable. So, ayan. Alright. So, speaking of rating, dahil nabanggit ko na yung rating, isisingit ko na lang din, there are different ratings of power supply. Okay, yung pinaka-old na certification na ginagamit dati is using the 80 plus certification, which is meron tayong 80 plus for the basic model, and then followed by the bronze, and then followed by the silver, and then followed by gold and platinum. Pero kadalasan sa ating market, we have the 80 plus, white, bronze, gold, platinum, and then titanium. Yung titanium at saka yung silver, medyo mas bibihira natin sila na-encounter. Yung silver kasi, madalas sila first player lang naglalabas nun, o kaya si Gigabyte recently, that is between bronze and gold. And then yung titanium naman, kadalasan may encounter nyo yan sa mga super high-end, like yung mga 1600 watts. So, may mga videos din tayo. I will be linking it down below, yung about sa mga cybernetics, iba't ibang certification body. So, recently, meron ng mga mas accurate or mas reliable na certification body. Since clear result or the 80 plus certifications recently is medyo may mga naging controversial na issue of inaccuracy, etc. etc. Kasi nga minsan may mga sinecertify silang mga power supply na hindi naman dapat i-certify or parang minsan nakaka-mislead sa ibang mga consumers. Yeah, different issues. You may search about it online. So, lumabas itong mga cybernetics that they believe they are more accurate, and it's even proven din naman as of recently, talagang they just handpick the power supplies that needs to be certified, and kumbaga hindi sila nababayaran or I don't know. I don't want to claim something, okay? Pero I've met some of them. Some of them is a friend in Facebook. Then one of them, the PPLP.info. So that was spotted recently in some of the power supplies like the MSI, diba? PPLP.info is a certification body based in China. So we had a couple of drinks last, I think 6 months ago yata in Guangzhou. So ayun, tatawanan nga kami nun nung hinatid niya ako sa bus. So, PPLP.info is parang kumbaga siya yung nire-respect na certification body as they claim doon sa China. Pero that was also viewed din naman when I check, pinakita na sa akin yung e-commerce nila. So, they are using the PPLP.info as their trusted certification body para sa mga power supplies nila when they are choosing their power supplies. So, they have these facilities. So, sa mga certification body, they have this tester like Chroma equipments that they will be using to know if the power supply na kiniklaim ni first player is talaga bang gold or pumasa ba talaga siya or maganda ba talaga siya, maganda ba talaga yung review about that power supply. So yun po. Okay, medyo binibilisan ko guys para at least hindi tayo masyadong mabagot. Because ang dami ko pang gustong ikwento, pero yun nga, as we move forward. So sa ngayon, let's go now in connecting these cables dito sa ating motherboard. So yung una nating ikakabit is yung 24 pin. Okay, para sa motherboard. So the 24 pin, yan yung pinakamahaba sa lahat. Kakabit mo yan sa motherboard, ganyan lang ho. So makikita nyo ho, meron po siyang lock. Kaya pag huhugutin mo siya, meron nga mga memes ng hirap hugutin. Pero simple lang, ipipress mo lang naman yung lock para mahugot mo. Okay? So pag hinuhugot mo na ganyan lang, wala. Tanggal na lahat ng mga strands ng kable. Hindi mo pa natanggal. So you need to push this part, yung kanyang lock, and then pull it. Okay? Pwede mong i-wiggle ng konti kung ano, pero if you can observe na hindi mo pa rin ibig sabihin hindi mo siya nape-press ng maayos. Now, another thing is yung kanyang CPU cable. Okay? So yung CPU cable is i-connect na natin. Alright? O, di ba ang dami nating kable? So ang hassle, nasaan na yung CPU cable? Alright, yung CPU cable is connect na natin dito sa ating motherboard. So since I have a high-end motherboard, it comes with two 8-pin. Grabe, ang dami no? Pero hindi laging ganito. Sa mga mid-range, sa mga motherboards na nabibili nyo 10K and below, isa lang, or maybe yung iba 8 plus 4. So minsan kung 8-pin lang, di isang kable lang yung kakailanganin mo. So in this case, kailangan ko ng dalawa. So talagang gamit na gamit lahat yung kable natin. Okay? So push mo lang siya, and pag once na narinig mo ng nag-lock, that's already okay. And then mapapansin nyo sa video card cable o PCIe cable o GPU cable, yung 8 plus 2, especially sa mga lower tier motherboard na hindi gagamit po nung ating 600 watts cable or 12 HP cable, is meron po siyang nakahiwalay na dalawa, kaya 6 plus 2. 8 pin siya pero 6 plus 2. Kasi may mga video card, kaya pinili ko po itong video card na to. Kasi ang kakailanganin ko lang dito 6. So pwede ba yung kable ko na yan? Kasi yan po yung kadalasan. Kadalasan kasi yung mga nagtatanong, yung mga kaibigan nating bago pa lang po sa pagbibuild. And kadalasan ng mga bago nagbibuild is they will be going for those budget variants, mga bata. So, sir, wala po akong dito. Wala po akong 6 pin dito. Yung meron lang ako dito is 8. So paano ba yan? May nakahang na dalawa pong 2 pins. Okay lang ho ba yan? Safe po ba yan? Yes, safe po yan. Kaya po nakahiwalay siya. So pag 8 pin ang kailangan mo, you will be connecting everything. So same with the other. Kung kailangan mo ng dalawang ganito, then i-connect mo pa yung isa. Pero dahil ang kailangan na natin 6, then you may just plug it that way. Okay? So may nakahang po. Strap mo na lang. Okay? So ano yung mga hindi natin nagamit? So hindi natin nagamit itong para sa mga RTX 5070 Ti 5070. So huhugutin na natin yan. Okay? Hindi ko rin nagamit yung isang para sa video card. So huhugutin na natin siya. So hindi ko rin nagamit yung para sa SATA kasi nga naka NVMe ako na SSD. Huhugutin ko na siya. O di ba? So look at how many cables did we remove na hindi natin nagamit. So this is the advantage of having a fully modular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the advantage of having a fully modular power supply because you can only leave the cables na kakailanganin mo. So you don't need to have a lot of cables. Especially nowadays, nakadalasan ng mga SSDs natin is NVMe, so we can get rid of those SATA cables. And kadalasan, pag hindi po fully modular yung power supply na gagamitin mo, ang mangyayari ho, you will be using an adapter para sa 12 HP, and which is not, kumbaga may mga issues. Though it works, pero it's not something that you will use for a very long time. Kaya nga po yung sinasabi ng iba na, I bought a power supply last 2016 and it lasted for 10 years, or 2020, it lasted for 5 years. So, I bought that power supply for the reason ng future-proof, pero in the future, nag-build ka, RTX 5070 yung ginamit mo. Well, sorry guys, pero you can use the adapter, kaso nga lang may mga concerns recently na minsan nagme-melt yung adapter. So, parang po siya kasi, it's an adapter to connect etong 12 HP sa motherboard, pero i-connect mo siya sa dalawang PCIe. So, parang converter siya. So, from an old GPU cable to new 12 HP cable para mai-connect mo sa mga higher models ng video card. Kaya, mas maganda pa rin if you have that kind of video card, if you afford to have those higher end models of video card, then you also have the means to avail a new power supply. Dahil iba pa rin yung native, yung kumbaga direct from the power supply going to the GPU na kable. Okay? So, it's a fair warning ko lang po. Pero hindi ko sinasabing hindi pwede ho yun. Pwede ho yun temporarily. Pero if you don't want to take the risk also, it's better to avail a new power supply. Besides, Sama is so cheap, di ba? So affordable pala. So affordable. I will use the term affordable. Sorry guys. So that's how to connect cables of power supply sa ating motherboard. Napaka-basic lang. Napaka-simple lang. There's nothing much to consider. If you want to know more about the details, technicals, you can check previous videos that we have created here in this channel para at least mas may idea pa kayo kung what power supply to choose or the fair warning on choosing the power supply. Ang dami ko na pala sinasabi, no? Now, I will do it very fast. Bakit ang mura ng Sama? So, Sama is just like one of the manufacturers that we have visited before, like Heli. They are direct-to-consumer brand. So, ibig sabihin, they are selling, they are manufacturing their power supply in-house, kaya naman po mas mura. And actually, hindi lang naman Sama yung ganun eh. Even First Player. First Player is the branding that is used by Heli to sell their products direct to consumer. So, pangit din naman kasi kung Heli yung gagamitin nila. Tapos makikita ng mga consumer natin, Heli din yung pinanggalingan ng Lianli. Heli din yung pinanggalingan ng Phanteks. So, syempre, parang magkakaroon sila ng kumbaga, well, ngayon nalaman yun parang, we will just go for the Heli brand. So, they created a First Player to put curtain doon sa mismong OEM. Pero kadalasan nangyayari din naman yan. Even like Seasonic. Their Seasonic power supplies that is released sa China market is made by Heli. Parang it's also done by car manufacturers. Their Ford cars that is released sa Chinese market are manufactured by some companies in China. Diba? They are helping the manufacturing. Pero it doesn't mean that if Phanteks is manufacturing their power supply from Heli, is they are just rebranding or placing their own branding doon sa kanilang product, and then they will call it, okay, this is Phanteks for you. They also contribute pagdating sa R&Ds, pagdating sa designs. So they have also their own design. Kaya mapapansin niyo, sir, bakit yung Lianli sinasabi mo si Heli ang nagmamanufacture, which is Heli's First Player? Bakit yung design ng kanilang Lianli power supply iba? Well, at the end of the day, they are just the manufacturer, pero hindi ibig sabihin na sila din yung mismong nag-design. So, it's still up to Lianli. Sometimes, you may observe na isa yung manufacturer, pero bakit mas maganda yung quality? Because depende rin sa the way it is being designed by their engineers. Kaso nga lang, because they don't have the means to do the manufacturing process, so they outsource. Dahil for Lianli, they are focusing more on casing, di ba? Casing naman sila mas nakilala dati. Even Phanteks. It's just like MSI, di ba? Nung nag-release sila ng accessories, di naman nag-manufacture ng MSI ng accessories, di ba? Or you observe the accessories of MSI. Bakit yung design ng kanilang, parang kamukha ng Perdition ng Red Dragon, di ba? Like Deepcool, when we visited Deepcool, di ba? Nakita rin natin yung mga iba't ibang products ni N. Well, for Heli kasi, parang kaya nababanggit ko comfortably, baka sasabihin nyo, sir, parang lalabag mo yata yung R&D ninyo or NDA ninyo with Heli. Pero you can see or observe naman sa mga tier list, nandun na rin naman sila. Parang it's an open book naman. Pero I'm just trying to share it to you para at least you will have the clips of what did we see inside. So, the process is very, it's not that kind of fancy. It's just a building with the R&D room, kung saan yun yung laboratory na nagre-research sila, nagte-testing sila. Parang, kumbaga, if you try to imagine, it's a shop where there are a lot of computer technicians or electronic technicians opening power supplies, testing, etc. But the difference is they have special tools. They have those chroma equipments. They have this kind of heavy equipment to test those power supplies, how clean is the power, etc. And then there's this place where they will now do the assembly. Nilalapat yung motherboard, yung board ng power supply, then nilalagay yung mga components, and then there's this part where there are also human intervention. So, di ba, parang dark factory kasi yung isang side. So, that's what you see in internet na, sir, totoo ba yung dark factory na wala ng mga taong involved? Yeah. We visited some factories, wala ng taong involved. And, yeah. That's how it works. I don't want to say a lot about that. Pero, yeah. Modern times needs modern solutions. Pero, nakamit din tayo. May mga nakita din tayo mga kapwa natin, kababayan natin, mga Pilipino na nandun pa rin, nagkakaroon pa rin ng opportunity to work in the factory. And kadalasan, they are the one who will be doing the assembly ng fan. So, yung paglalagay ng fans, so that is being manually soldered. Opo, yung mga fans. Kaya kadalasan nasisira sa mga power supply natin fans. No? Kasi may human intervention. So, ayun po. And then, yun, sa packaging, testing, quality control, andun na po makikita natin yung mga kababayan natin. And together with some locals. So, pagkatapos doon, before the packaging pala, ilalagay muna siya sa isang parang testing room. So, sa testing area, parang shelf po siya, parang cabinet po siya. So, nagraran po yung power supply natin for couple of hours para malaman kung stable or okay yung ating power supply. And, ayun, may mga conveyor, magpapakita doon, ilan na yung power supply na napoproduce itong area na to, ilan na yung power supply na napoproduce ng area na to, iba't iba. So, there's also a monitoring system na makikita nyo. So, those things that you see on the movies, documentaries, yun yung nakita din natin sa Heli, the manufacturer of First Player, and also some of the brands. Kaya mapapansin nyo bakit ang mura din ng Lianli, di ba? Ang premium ng Lianli, ang mahal ng Lianli. Pagdating sa casing, naku po, Diyos me, 25,000. Pero yung power supply nila, 8,000. Kasi nga ho, it's a very good, konti lang yung kanilang OPEX pagdating sa manufacturing ng kanilang power supply. And it's just a secondary product of Lianli. And then, going back to Sama, okay, muntikan ko na makalimutan si Sama. Going back to Sama, they are so cheap or they are so affordable. Cheap na naman yung nabanggit kong term. They are so affordable because they are selling direct to consumer. Okay, D2C. Tama ba? Direct to consumer. So, there's no middleman. Wala masyadong kung ano-anong mga bridges to deliver their product. So, it's unlike other brands na like for example, with the case of Fantex, syempre, pinama-manufacture nila sa Heli. So, kailangan nilang mag-markup after that. So, may another markup. Ngayon, eto, si Sama hindi na. So, ang pinaka-direct competitor niya, kung mapapansin nyo, First Player. Pero syempre, si First Player kasi mas na-establish na niya yung kanyang branding sa market. Kaya medyo mas nagtaas na rin sila ng konti by marginal amount compared to Sama. Pero grabe, ma-observe nyo ang Sama na sobrang mura niya on gold and platinum variants. Sobrang sulit. Yung presyo, significant difference. Or significant yung difference niya compared sa ibang brands. With their bronze and lower variant, medyo sakto lang din. So, you can just have them as another option. Pero dun talaga sa gold and platinum, mapapaisip ka talaga kung you will consider them, especially that their ratings also is very good. Pero at my own perspective, hindi ko pa rin naman sinasabi na okay, you may have this over Corsair, you may have this over other brands. Tulad na sinabi ko kanina, even other brands are having other or outsourcing their manufacturing. There are other things to consider din naman. Like for example, their history, kung gaano na rin ka-proven na tumatagal yung kanilang power supply. Syempre, Sama, hindi pa natin masyadong masasabi yan because here in the Philippines, in the local market, kung sa China, oo, matagal na siya sa Philippine market or sa other countries, is hindi pa rin naman natin nasusubukan siya for more than 5 years. Pero reviews, independent reviewers, tier list, they are considering this as a very good brand. So, who we are not to try, di ba? Lalong-lalo na sa ating mga Pilipino. Syempre, let's go for the sulit. Mura, pero sulit. Magkaiba yung mura lang na papapamura ka sa sulit talaga. Alright, guys. So, yan lang po ang ating quick video about power supply. The basics about power supply sa mga hindi po nakakalam kung paano mag-connect, ano yung mga kable na kakailanganin, things about certifications, ratings. Hopefully, nasagot ko po dito. If nakukulangan kayo, if you think it's a very shallow video, then you may consider checking other videos or previous videos that we have created in this channel. Alright guys, thank you so much and have a great day. Feel free to follow us here on YouTube and also on our Facebook page and also meron na rin tayong TikTok. Thank you guys and have a great day.